The world's smallest working video game controller. It looks like a controller for Barbie and Ken. The world's smallest video game controller must be a world record. Oh God, that's ironic. This NES controller was built by Red Herring 32. Why do I feel like I'm being trolled? And it's possible the world's smallest working video game controller. At least that's what they're claiming, and it would be hard to imagine to make it any smaller. Oh, I can imagine someone somewhere putting one on a grain of rice, because I've seen someone paint on a grain of rice, so I can sort it out. This is the PicoPad, the world's smallest functional NES controller, and in fact the world's smallest video game controller overall. Please contact Guinness so you can actually declare it the world's smallest one, because they'll come by and they will test it, and having a name like Red Herring doesn't help. How difficult you think to play games with? I assure you it's much worse. That's fine. Do you think I could get 5 subs with this? That's quite sweet. Get 5 subs with this. Red Herring 32 is a hardware modification wizard responsible for a bunch of really advancements in the retro modding scene. So that's why Babster's put him on there. Most notably for the Tiny Tendo, the Open Tendo project, which has minimized the original NES and put it into handheld form. That's a cool one. We've been seeing their work pop up on the Twitter feed for a while now, but today it's posting about the new open source NES controller that really got our attention. Look at that tiny, sorry podcast listeners, it's about the size of the tip of your finger.
Yeah, that is tiny. I don't even know how you're meant to push the A and B button.
Yeah.
How? I want to jump, but you push both.
Yeah, it's just, look at that. Look at that inside.
Oh, he's got it wired into a proper...
Yeah.
It's got, that cable goes into a proper NES connector, so it will go into the NES.
That is mad. And you can see it, you've got a nice comparison there where you can see it against the plug and the game controller. That is a massive plug, considering how big USBs are now.
Yeah,
if you compare it to USB-C or a Lightning adapter, that's huge.
So, yeah, it's a standard plug. And for context, this controller is a quarter of the size if you take into effect the width and the depth.
Yeah.
Even if you lay it sideways, it's half as long.
Yeah, that is so tiny.
Tiny!
I'll just fucking snap that in two. Could you imagine? There's a game called Track and Field on the NES where you have to mash the buttons.
You wouldn't be able to smash that in two because you wouldn't get the purchase. You can't. It's too small. You fuck up on Donkey Kong and there's no way you can smash your controller. It's too light.
It's like you throw it against the wall,
you throw it and it just floats and then feathers itself down to the floor.